Why, hello there, Spartans and Athenians alike. Shams Nelson here from Fantastic Anatomy, and I'm joined in the studio today with Achilles, the kitten, and he'll be providing some cat-like commentary. In the background, we have our wailing pooch, Holly. You can follow her at Callie_stinkdog on Instagram. So let's get started. um, So I figured I've the tides have turned, the tides have changed, and like today I just started tutoring doing art tutoring for this kid, and in the same day, uh, I got a gig illustrating a children's book. So looks like it's time to get back into the groove of drawing. So I thought I would just sketch out some figures and stuff and try to remember how to do this whole thing, because it's been about a month or two. Not that haven't drawn at all in that time, but since I've been drawing more seriously, or putting out any videos or anything like that. So kind of got to brush up and remind myself of whatever. And so one of the things I want to kind of start to get to doing is considering things as straight lines, and then also translating them into more curved organic forms. So let's try to do something with the arm up, maybe. Let's do the whole rib cage. I don't know. Okay. Alright. So we'll do a guy like reaching up like that. So thinking about where the arm changes and directions at the joints, and being precise about where that angle is, using straight lines. So what is he doing with that hand? I don't know. Alright. But then at the same time, I want to work on creating like the kind of the more organic shapes, the rounded shapes of the muscles and all that good stuff. So it's interesting. This arm looks pretty stiff. Did I give it much curve? I didn't give it much curve. So it's interesting that like the two opposite concepts, using straight lines and using curves, they each play a part. It's all about balance, like all things in life, I think, and moderation. Is drawing about moderation? I don't know. Some people take their drawings to pretty extremes, like details and stuff, and that's cool. So maybe in that case, it's not about moderation. Or it's not as practical a thing. Okay, so what is going on here? So let's change his hand since I don't like it. Why not? It's Photoshop. Try to figure out. It would be a cool. Let's say I had like a long flowing line. Maybe a curved hand. Yeah, I guess he could have his hands on his hips. That's not very cool. I feel like that's a cop-out pose. Whatever. We're just doodling here. Alright. And then like for the abdominal muscles, can I indicate them with some nice curved forms? Or is it better to use straight lines? That's the other thing. For the final drawing, the juxtaposition of straight and curved lines, when done properly, will create it's another version of contrast, and used wisely can give you great power, young Jedi. But first, you must fall to the dark side. What if you guys all found out that I was a dark side cult leader? Would you unsubscribe? The correct answer is yes. Yes, I would unsubscribe immediately. Okay. But fear not, loyal and worthy listeners. Alright, unselect. How do I unselect this? Command D. See, I'm rusty. It's rust. There's rust there. Alright. So let's focus on the drawing. So I moved the arm back because, I don't know, it seemed too far out there. Still not working 100%, but that's okay. Let's throw some legs in there. Let's make this guy's out there. This guy's partying. So I like this shape for the thighs. I've just been using, because it is pretty much a thigh shape, at least like a muscular thigh. So we're drawing some muscular guys. We should try drawing some other things. Push my go ahead. All right, and then something to indicate the knee. And alright, I just won't bother with that. And then for the foot, I've been liking to do like that and indicate the front part of the foot like that. I want to put toes like that, and then I have to just flatten that out, I guess, if there's no. But for some reason, that helps me get a more three-dimensional feel using that shape method. And I know I'm not talking too much about the anatomy and stuff. This is more informal, because I have videos about that. I think this part of the arm's too short. Anyways, I'm going to move this guy over. I want to do a couple more drawings. He's taking up too much space. I like this guy over here. He's got a nice relaxed attitude. A good weighting to his stance. This guy could be like, I'm thinking, can he be a hobbit or something? No, his proportions are. Alright, well, let's do that. Let's make his head. Alright, we're gonna go fantastic anatomy with this. In case you're new here. The philosophy of fantastic anatomy is that we liked to learn anatomy without worrying too much about proportions. Here I have been worrying about proportions. This hasn't been very fantastic. Now, we're straying into the land of fantasy. So I'm still thinking about the head. The back of the skull's here. These muscles are attaching, so that's why it's still anatomy. I'm gonna put in a skull. Actually, he should be looking that way a little bit. So let's move this ear in here. And so the skull thing would be like that. Let me erase this so it's not confusing. Alright, this is creepy. I always end up drawing really creepy people, and then I creep myself out, because I'm like, why am I drawing all these creepy people? Alright, we're gonna move right along. We're moving right along here. So, what did I want to work? What was I thinking? Alright, let's get loose with it. And do some. So I like to do like bad, experimental, and creative drawings to kind of warm up and to explore something I've learned. So now that we're doing like figure drawing, so this would be like a bad one. We're literally like not even trying, but since you're already expecting to fail, then you can like try different things that you might not normally try. Like usually this is not a pose that I would try. And it actually turned out pretty good. Cool. You know, what else? Let's try Sometimes I'll do it purposefully bad, like let's make these legs too long. And let's try to do some foreshortening of the hair coming towards us. That's actually kind of cool too. Man, I should draw bad more often. I kind of like my bad drawings better than ones where I was trying more. Alright, let's do one more. And then we can go into like experiment. Let's do like a karate guy. Whew. Shouldn't be leaning back. This is bad form. But whatever. Cool. So, experimental might be like, alright, let's see. What if I just start with like this shape for the torso and work out from that? And so that's the thing. Experiment with different ideas and different shapes. What if I use like blocks to represent the arms? I actually kind of like that. See if I use a block for the head too. That's kind of cool, actually. So this is the kind of stuff I like to do to like warm up and get back in the groove. Now I'm going to do one with more circular shapes. Let's give this guy like a Mega Man arm. Always loved Mega Man arms. Man, it's all about giant forearms. Like Popeye. Now that's a man's man. I think he's someone we can all look up to in these troubled times. I gotta rewatch Popeye. I have no idea. I think he beat people up a lot. Which, you know, makes for great entertainment. But might not translate into practical real life wisdom as well as it works out in the cartoons. Should I do a couple more drawings? Yeah, it's always good to do a couple more drawings when you get tired, I think. When you're like, I think I'm good, then say, you know what? But I could do a couple more. And then you're just going to get that much better. Just a little more better. You're going to make some. You're going to make some drawing gains. Want to make some gains, man? Want to make some drawing gains? That's good, man. That's real good. I like this guy right here. He's like, I don't know what's up with his leaning back posture. Alright, let's draw a guy with some good posture and then we'll call it a night. We should call it one evening. This right here is the Kung Fu crew right here. Look at that. Alright, I was not focusing there. Okay. So I'm thinking here's the back. Let's make it really straight. Alright, and then the shoulder coming out. That. And then the other shoulder is not leaning forward. You keep that good structural alignment. Transfer all your power right here. Wait, no. It actually doesn't come out like an arrow. It comes out like a key blast. And that's it, you guys. It's good to be back. I hope you've all been well and drawing with a zealot-like fervor, just drawing away till your fingers are aching, and then they grow these muscles, and you make some finger gains. You're gonna have some buff fingers, you guys. So peace, God bless, and stay fantastic, everyone.